Hello? Speaking? Oh, how you doing, mate? Yeah, we're just on our way to Italy now. Yeah. Sandro Tonali's out injured. Yeah, sure he is. He's running scared is what he's doing. Hang on. It's alright, I work in football. Yeah, no, that's okay. Sorry, mate. Stuart was giving me a dirty look. I know, right? They don't know who they're talking to. So anyway, what's up? The new youth intake is here, and maybe a few maybes. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 6, Episode 11 here at Sheffield Wednesday, and today it's a Europa League Quarter-Final doubleheader against Juventus. Sandro Tonali's Juventus, though he is injured and will miss at least the first leg, possibly both legs, which is, well, he's running scared, isn't he? That's what's happening. Now, since last episode, we have had our youth intake, and I've got it searched by age here, and it's so more or less sort of 16 up is what we got this time. There's a couple of maybes. Jordan Milner is the hottest prospect. Mentally and technically, he's not too bad. There's potential there, obviously. Physically, there's a little bit of work to be had. Though if he's going to be sort of a good passer, vision sort of a player, maybe the physicals aren't too important. So there is potentially a decent player there for us. The other ones that we can perhaps look out for, Joe Claridge as a right winger. Physically, he's quite good. He's a promising winger, as you can see there in the media description. Decent dribbling and crossing, 16 as well. Decent passing. There's maybe a player there for us, potentially 3-star. And the other one that I think might come off for us is Matteo Cascone, I guess you'd pronounce that. 15-year-old German centre-back. And he, again, does look as though he does have the basic stats to be a useful player for us as well. And again, only 15, so a little bit longer for him to develop as well. So they're sort of the main three that we could potentially get to come through. There's a couple of other guys here you can see that are potentially 3-star players. Telford is, again, not really sure what he is. I don't think so. And there was one other one. Is it Damien Carlisle, or is he from last year? I can't remember. But anyway, there's sort of three, perhaps, I think, that we might get. Now, as ever, I do like to name the regens after my Patreon supporters. If you're a qualifying Patreon supporter and you don't have someone named after you yet, and someone here grabs your fancy, then just let me know and we'll look to get those guys renamed after you. And as ever, link to the description to the Patreon there. If you enjoy the content and you're able to, if you want to support, that would be absolutely brilliant. Now, there are two games to catch you up on since last episode, both in the league. The first one was against Watford. Let's see how we did. We took an early lead when Cook found Samare unmarked in the box, before Razzini stealed the point when Arente's header caused chaos in the Watford defence. So more or less a very, very comfortable win this one. We were able to field more or less our strongest team. Of course, this happened before an international break. Arente's, he slipped right into that number 10 spot and just looked like he played there his whole career. So that, which technically I suppose he has. But that was very, very good to see. I think we've got a good little player that can fill in there and back up for Jabing. Wanted by MLS, he's not going anywhere. But yeah, basically a very, very good performance, a good 2-0 win, very happy with that. Next up, back from the international break, we played Brighton. Now this was just before this midweek game against Juventus, so we had to rotate a little bit. Let's see how we did. We went in front late in the first half when Schuenag was left unmarked at the back post. And we're 2 up in first half stoppage time when Augusto picked up Petkovic's run. Brighton pulled one back late on. And then took a point moments later. This was one of those games that it just seemed that once they decided they wanted to score, that they were always lucky not to lose it in the end. You can see, it wasn't a great performance from us. As I said, it was a rotated side, but it was a relatively even game. We had the 2-goal lead, and they just finished very, very strongly indeed, and it didn't seem like there was anything we could do. I tried my best to close down the game, and nothing worked. So silly drop points there. Quick look at what that means for the league table. We do have a game at Crystal Palace in between the two Juventus ties. It'll be a similar team that goes out for that one, and I'll catch you up on the highlights. We've dropped down to 4th. We're only 2 points off of 2nd, though. But like I said last episode, whether we come 2nd or 4th, it doesn't really matter. And with only 6 games or 7 games for Liverpool left in the league season, we have a 10-point gap there. Even if they win, it's still a 7-point gap. It should be fine. It should be fine. So I'm not too concerned, though. At 2-0 up, it would have been 2 good points to have. Anyway, we've got Juventus here, home and away. We're off to Turin. Let's have a look at what we're doing here in this first game. We're expecting to see there sort of a 5-2-3 formation from them, which is sometimes tricky to set up against. But this is the team that we're sending out. It's Bevquart in goal. Mb has become a German international since last episode. You can see there 2 caps. Very, very well deserved. He'll partner Rivas. Martinez, he has a knock. It's just a bruised knee, so he should be fine. If he's not, we can stick McCrory out there, but he's sort of the best option we have right now. Del Prato, I just don't quite like him anymore, basically. So Martinez and Belyasov will be down the wings. It's Cook in behind Samare and Eduardo. Edwards comes in to play the number 10 in this one. Now, the reason for that, obviously, is that Jabing is still injured. He's not quite fit for this one, and Arente, who would in an ideal world come in, he's not registered in the European squad. So we're going to give Edwards a game here, though he will not be playing as a playmaker. He'll be playing as an attacking midfielder that likes to get on the ball and run at the defence. And then it's going to be Razzini and Giordano up top. Now, annoyingly, having just come back from injury, Bruma picked up another injury. So, yeah, a little bit of a sick note perhaps. I may have overplayed him slightly on his way back from injury, so it might be my fault. But yeah, we're sort of back to square one on that front where we have Razzini and Giordano. But going back to Italy, Razzini and Giordano will surely be motivated. Alright, so we can see the 2 lineups there. There are some decent players in their team, aren't they? We'll have to watch out for Chiesa. Dybala's a good player. Tellers Magno is a good player as well. I mean, you'd expect it. The Juventus, of course, they've got good players. What do we want to say to this? It's always show the pundits have been right to back you up. We're huge underdogs. Go out there, show everyone what you've got. Do we want to go with that? Let's go out there, cause an upset. I think I prefer that. Let's point our finger and say that. Let's pump our fist and say we have faith in them. Of course, a first leg away from home. Away goals are key here, aren't they? Alright, and here we go. This is exciting. A European quarter-final. I didn't change the marking for the wing-backs. God damn it. Hopefully we won't get an automatic highlight or straight a kickoff highlight, and I can go and fix that immediately. We'll just get ready to pause. But yeah, this is really exciting. I'm wondering if in the game our best option might be to attack through the middle, given that they have so many wide players, just the 2 central midfielders. So I'm kind of got half an eye on that. Might be what we need to do, but we'll wait and see how the game plays out. When we looked at their what's at left, so he needs to mark the right back. When we looked at their sort of setup in the sort of the pre-game reports, they were quite narrow defensively. So I don't want to sort of do that without having, without seeing how the game develops a little bit first. We can't quite get to that, but Belyasov picks up the knock-on. Martinez for Eduardo, for Edwards. Nice ball for Giordano. Giordano round the keeper. Giordano gives us an away goal. We take an early lead. It was a wonderful ball through. Giordano's run was spectacular. And it's 1-0 Sheffield Wednesday over Juventus. What a start. What a start. Who was this pass? Was it Eduardo? No, it was one more. It was Marcus Edwards. Who says he's not a playmaker? Look at that. Goalkeeper, hopeless. Well, helpless, maybe more than hopeless. But there we go. Giordano round the keeper. Wonderfully composed finish. And it's 1-0. We have the away goal. That could be key. We've got some work to do now defending a corner. Can we get that away, please? Over the bar. That's fine. We'll take it. Look at the Sheffield Wednesday faithful there. Out in force for this one. Let's give them some more praise. We've got a goal kick. Samare's in a little bit of space. We go short to Rivas. Back to the keeper. There's Cook. This is where I'm wondering if the middle of the park, it looks as though it is where we need to go, isn't it? But it's working for us okay so far. Samare to Giordano again. Giordano, what a strike. The young Italian striker. Well, he wants to be caught up to the national team with this sort of form, doesn't he? What a hit that was from Giordano. We are 2-0 up at the Juventus Stadium. And Samare, nice little pass. This was all Giordano. Look at that. Goalkeeper frozen to the spot. And, well, this is, I think, going better than any of us could have hoped. We do have a bit of defending to do here, though, it looks like. Belyasov, can he do the defending? It's over the bar. It's a panic shot. Locatelli is, well, he's a panicked man right now, isn't he? We have scored from our 2 shots on target, so we're maybe riding our luck a little bit here, but that's okay. Belyasov gets down the left-hand side. Can he get across in? Retzini's lurking. Back to Samare. Samare, it's a good ball in, and Marcus Edwards has a goal. It's 3-0. Half an hour in, and it is 3-0 Sheffield Wednesday over Juventus. We're going to beat them 9-0 at this point. Are you Southampton in disguise? It was more good attacking play. Samare is running the show in there, isn't he? And Edwards with the finish. Very passive defending from the Juventus centre-backs, wasn't it? Go and put your body on the line. And it is 3-0. 3 away goals. And, well, this is sending shockwaves around Europe, isn't it? Defending to do from the corner. Dybala knocks it in. Can we get that away? We can. Samare again. Samare's looking like a young Paul Pogba in there, isn't he? Here we go with Edwards. Can he get past his man? Can he get across in? He is left-footed. He goes back to Samare. He deserves a goal. Go on, Samare. What's he got for us? Back to Cook. Out for Belyasov. Brings it down nicely on the chest for Samare. Cook in a little bit of space. Is Cook going to line one up? He goes through the middle for Marcus Edwards. That's champagne football. It's 4-0 before half-time. And this tie is dead and buried. We have absolutely destroyed Juventus in the first half of this tie. Samare again. But this pass from Cook, that is beautiful. The first touch from Edwards as well. And we're putting on a footballing display. I did wonder about offside, but it was given. Oh, Giordano actually is offside. But we may have got away with one there ever so slightly. But there we go. 4-0 at half-time. No one saw this coming. Alright, let's say don't get complacent. Edwards is looking demotivated. We'll try and win him back around. He's been superb, Marcus Edwards. There we go. He's motivated again now. I mean, we haven't even seen Razzini, and we're still 4-0 up. So that tells a story in and of itself, doesn't it? Let's just keep praising them and see if we can go on with it in the second half. Though, to be honest, we don't need to score any more. We already have more than enough goals to win a European tie. There's a ball for Giordano on a hat-trick. That was Razzini's pass, and Giordano, it's blocked away. He keeps possession, though. Back to Martinez. Cross in. Decent for Edwards. He's on a hat-trick as well. Belyasov is there. It's blocked behind for a corner. I wonder if we will get someone with a hat-trick in the European quarter-final. Edwards stands over the corner. Delivers it towards the back post. It's headed away. Eduardo, is he going to get to that? No, but the highlight ends, and that is fine. I cannot believe... I was really a little bit worried about this. I didn't know what to expect from Juventus. And this certainly wasn't what I was expecting from Juventus. And we've got an injury. Now, is that Martinez's bruised knee just flaring up a little bit, I wonder? So we'll put McCrory out there. It's not ideal. I maybe should have had Del Prato on the bench, if I'm honest. But anyway, here we are. Ruben Neves over a free kick. And that is not the best goalkeeping from us. McCrory looks suspiciously close to... suspiciously close to where that ball went in. It is McCrory. Bevquar hasn't covered himself in glory either. And it might be time just to let out a focus, boys. Here we go. Can we go and cancel out that goal? Edwards with a ball in. Back post again. Again, it's headed away. Eduardo's there. Nods it down to Cook. To Eduardo. It's very, very compact in there right now. Rivas and B. Neither of them really want it. It's for Samare. Edwards. Edwards goes down the outside. Edwards on a hat-trick. Has a go. You wonder if his best option was to sort of pull that back across the face of goal. They've changed the way they're playing. We'll have to go and change the marking assignments. Edwards with a free kick claimed by the goalkeeper. Of course, Meisler, he signed for them in January from Leeds. You may remember that Juventus had a sniff around Bevquar. When that wasn't happening, they went and got Meisler from Leeds. There's a ball back. It was a decent pass too, but cleared away. McCrory should pick that up. In for Cook. Rivas is open, but he goes to McCrory for Edwards. It's wonderful football again. Giordano for the hat-trick. Giordano draws a very good save from the goalkeeper. Now, I'm just going to make these marking changes. There we go. And, yeah. It's just, because they just got it back through. They don't have fullbacks now, so we can leave the wingers for the fullbacks to mark. We don't have to worry about overlapping runners necessarily. And Edwards just let that go out for a throw. Belyasov to take. Is Giordano going to make a run in? No, Samare. It ends up, it gets headed back to Belyasov for Samare. For Cook. I should say, second call for Viewers Player of the Year nominations. We're looking to get that list together. Thank you everybody who has nominated already. But if you would like to get a nominee in, then by all means, speak now or forever ever hold your silence. Another ball, another chance for Giordano. Can Giordano get his hat-trick? Oh, that is unlucky. I thought that was going in. Just didn't quite bend back inside that far post. Still we come forward. Edwards, ball in. Oh, it's a good Rivas. Is it a penalty? Is it a penalty? He's blown the whistle. It can only be for a penalty, can't it? Rivas looked like he was going to have a free header there and then kind of didn't. It is a penalty. It's going to be Edwards to take for the hat-trick. Bit harsh. Edwards. Oh, he stuck it away though. Marcus Edwards. Fought off Giordano for the penalty and then gets his 6th of the season. And Marcus Edwards is showing he does still have a use in this team. Maybe not the best penalty we've ever seen. Former Leeds teammates, of course, Edwards and Meisler, wouldn't they? They've gone back to how they were playing. I can't be bothered changing the marking assignments again, so we'll just hope it doesn't cost us. And 5-1, we have beaten Juventus in their own stadium. That is ridiculous. Edwards with a 10 and the hat-trick. Samare, I thought, was superb. And that is, well, what a performance. So we can see the other scores there. No one has done a 5-1 away to Juventus. That is absolutely brilliant. It's got to be the best night in Sheffield Wednesday's history, doesn't it? That's a big statement. It's surely not, but that is absolutely huge. Pirlo's been well beaten. A groin strain for Martinez. That's not a bruised knee. And that is a little bit more of a problem, actually, because 3 weeks at this point in the season is problematic. Marcus Edwards was absolutely superb. And, well, guys, wait right there. We'll play through Crystal Palace and we'll come back and just taunt Juventus at home. Okay, welcome back. We're getting ready to host Juventus 5-1 up. Look at that. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Now, before we get to the game, we do have to catch you up on the match in the Premier League against Crystal Palace. So let's go see how we went. We fell behind on the hour mark. But substitute Belyasov quickly had us level. Before Samare played in another substitute in Rezzini to put us in front. But an own goal in the 9th minute of stoppage time cost us the 3 points. This was really, really annoying. We started off with wingers, sort of the European formation, with a couple of players that, you know, would normally be in the first team. We went with our first choice defence, Cook in there as well. Samare was a substitute, as was Belyasov and Rezzini. You could see all three of them were heavily involved in the comeback after we fell behind. I kind of lost my temper a little bit and just made the changes. And we did much better, and then 9th minute of stoppage time. You can see there was an injury there. There was only supposed to be 4 minutes. And yeah, we really, if you look at XG, we really did throw away what should have been a comfortable win. Look at the XG once we went behind and we made those 3 subs, and we absolutely ran the show. Yeah, very, very frustrating. So we've just got to be a little bit careful here that we don't let Liverpool back in. They've got 2 games in hand. We are, 11 points ahead of them. If they were to win those 2 games in hand, it does start to get a little bit nervous for us. But yeah, I think we might just need to pack in the wingers for now against certain teams because it's just not been working for us. But let's have a look and see what we're doing here. 5-1 up. We can only really stuff this up, can't we? We're expecting, you can see there, a 5-2-3 from them. Tonali is in their lineup. He's coming back to Hillsborough. And, well, let's hope we can send him off with his tail between his legs. This is a team we're sending out. Now, we have a 10-day gap up after this game before our next game in the league. So we can play a relatively strong side with confidence. So Bevacqua goes in goal. And B and Rivas at the back. Del Prato will play right back. Callum Jones is going to play left back. He's more solidly defensive than Belyasov. and I trust him at this point a little bit more than Taimon. McCrory is going to come in and play as a defensive midfielder, club captain, and just a solid defensive player, more so than maybe Lewis Cook, so that's why we've got him in. Augusto and Eduardo in midfield. Jabing back from injury. I don't think he's going to play 90 minutes. He's on his way back, though. So you can see there the medical staff say 75 minutes, so we might just look to do that. And then Razzini and Giordano will continue up top and hopefully continue to bang in the goals. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there, and I don't see Sandro Tonali. He has run scared. Well, what a coward, what a coward. I mean, you would run scared after that first leg, wouldn't you? The first leg means nothing now. Make sure you go out there and win this one. Hopefully we'll be able to do just that. 5 away goals. Now, a 4-0 win for them won't do it. Because we, of course, have 5 away goals. So they'll need to score 5. I did toy with the idea of really playing a rotated side. And had the next game is against Leeds United, and had that been this coming weekend, I would have had to consider it a little bit more. But with the 10-day even break, it was a bit of a no-brainer. We can just put out our strongest team. The only players that aren't playing this one are those that are on a booking. We don't need to, lose players for the semi-final. Yeah, I think we can assume we're going to get there, can't we? Oh yeah, we're 5-1 up. I don't need to hit encourage. I think we can assume we're going to get there at 5-1. This will almost certainly be a boring 0-0, won't it? Because that's usually the way these things go. Let's try to demand more. Eduardo's aggressive because, of course, he is. He's Eduardo. And yeah, we'll just talk amongst yourselves. You'd be annoyed if you're a Sheffield Wednesday fan and you paid to come to this one, wouldn't you? That has been blocked by MB. And we do just need to be a little bit careful here. We don't want momentum to start to go against us. We've got a corner to defend. That is just over the bar. The next shout, I might just try praising them and try and build a bit of confidence. We've been quite poor. We've had 2 shots, none on target, and the XG would suggest they weren't even particularly good shots. Well, we got to see Callum Jones go to pick up a ball, but not actually do that. So we still haven't seen us in possession yet. Can Jabing win that back? No, he can't. Callum Jones, it's a massive save from Beverquois, and this is going poorly, isn't it? So let's just try changing things up a little bit. We'll try playing like a team that's in front, shall we? We'll slow it down, we'll just be more disciplined, and just make sure we limit their chances. And hopefully maybe get something on the break as well. Good header, that one from MB. Can Augusto get to it? No, he cannot. Chiesa is probably the most dangerous player in their team, I'd say, but we haven't seen much from him there. And it is half-time. It is, well, the complete opposite of last game, isn't it? Do we say... I mean, what do we say? Do we do it for the pundits, maybe? We just got to wake up a little bit, don't we? But as poor as we were getting forward in that one, we saw, 1 or 2 half chances for them. So I wouldn't say it's as though they're Razzini is injured. Get him off that field. We'll get Petkovic on. We've got to keep an eye on Jabing. We don't want to overplay him. He's not had a great game either. 60 minutes will probably do it for him. So let's get Edwards on for him. And yeah. Well, we got all the action in the first leg apparently. We've got more defending to do here. Can we do it? Header away from MB again. Giordano will pick it up. Can we get them on the break? It would be nice to win on the night, wouldn't it? We've got a full house here of Sheffield United fans. They want to see a win. Augusto's done well. Giordano, Petkovic is in the middle. Giordano cuts in. Oh, it's there. It's tackled away. Some good last-ditch defending. It's picked up by Del Prato. Can he get across into the box? He's got space in front of him. He can drive into it. He gets the cross in. It's flicked on. It's going to get picked up by MB. Look at Callum Jones in space. Can Callum Jones pull a ball back across goal? He's in a good position. There it is, and it's finished, and it's Marcus Edwards. His 4th goal of the tie. He has destroyed Juventus single-handedly. It is now 6-1 on aggregate. And in the end, we've put up a decent second leg performance here. We've really limited their chances. It's not been a great game to watch. But we've limited their chances, and then we've gone and nicked the goal that will get us victory on the night, hopefully. 10 minutes to play. They're a well-beaten side, aren't they? Juventus, they've drawn Sheffield Wednesday, and they have well and truly had their tails sent back to Italy between their legs. And, yeah, Tonali looks a little bit silly now for leaving us, doesn't he? We're in stoppage time. The tie is done. We're going to have a semi-final to look forward to. They still can't score, and that should just about be that. Hillsborough will be singing, won't it? It's been a wonderful performance from our team. Can we add it? Oh, that's not... that's not Exhibit A. And that should be that. You can blow it up, ref. This game is done. What we don't want is just something stupid to happen late on here, so we have someone suspended for the next game. And there it is. We are going to the last 4 of the Europa League. We are 3 games away from being seeded in the Champions League, and that was very, very nice indeed. So we can see the other results there. Celtic have knocked out Villa. Munich have knocked out Hertha. That's a cracking tie, isn't it? And Lille have knocked out Milan. That's maybe a surprise. 3-1 away from home. But we're into the semi-finals. The Razzini injury is not too bad. Money in the bank, and it is Celtic in the semi-final. Well, now we sold them a goalkeeper, didn't we? I wonder if he's playing for them. No, he's on the bench. Let's have a look here, see who their stars appear to be. Damsgaard is okay, but you wouldn't say anything special. 20-goal man, Grant. I mean, he's, again, nothing special. He's injured. He might be out for the rest of the season. 16 assists from Maxim Lopez. He's quite decent, actually, isn't he? Very similar sort of player to Lewis Cook, actually. And the other danger man down here, Adnan Januzaj. Well, it's nice to say the name again, isn't it? And Eric Polgar is a bit of a threat, it looks like, as well. But that, I think, shouldn't worry us too much, should it? That will do it for today, though, guys. If you have enjoyed that, and who doesn't enjoy beating Juventus 6-1 on aggregate, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Quick update of how everything looks there. Top 4 in the league is just a little bit sketchy, but we should be able to see that out. And, of course, Europa League against Celtic. Now, we will be back next time for... Alright, what if we do just come straight back? We can do the Yorkshire Derby and Celtic. Then we can do Chelsea and Celtic. Chelsea, yeah, I mean, that's a top 4 game, isn't it? And then we can come back, hopefully, for either a Europa League final or Manchester United on the final day. So make sure you do go and leave your nominations for Viewers Player of the Year. You only have 1 or 2 more chances to do that. And I will see you next time for a Yorkshire Derby and Celtic. Take care.